Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's the kid back with another video, back with another top 5 video. Gotta get these out before it gets too late in the year. I know, the last week or so been lacking, stepping it up. Let's just get straight into the video. Top 5 tees. You might see there is, I think there's maybe 6 tees here. You can see any of them, and gotta throw in an honorable mention. Or something like that. With my top 5s, I'm not sure, or I guess more so my criteria for my top 5. It kind of goes, it kind of blends in like most worn, like actual favorite piece, and sometimes my favorite piece isn't my most worn. But some of my most worn pieces are like my best fitting, or things of that nature. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's kind of my criteria. It's stuff like that. This is a vintage 1984 Led Zeppelin Swan Song tee. I definitely remember this is probably one of the most expensive like t-shirts I've bought, and it wasn't like it was super expensive. I usually don't buy super expensive tees. Luckily I thrift a lot of my tees, or just find super great prices. But this, I do remember this was one of the most expensive tees I bought. It was locally, so I didn't mind paying a bit higher price. Really wanted the tee. It was local, and it was kind of early on in my vintage tee buying, life, I guess. But yeah, Led Zeppelin Swan Song, super clean graphic. Still got the good Hanes tag. Does say large, which this is shrunk hella. I'm pretty sure I had to stretch this out when I first got it. It was like that shrunk. Single stitch. I've seen some of these without the back graphic, so yeah, good back graphic, super clean front, licensing, and the year right there, if you could see, the 1984. Yeah, just a really good vintage band tee, and not much else to say about this one. This tee, it is a Stussy and CDG tee. But this is one of my favorite tees because the collaboration of the two brands, Stussy and CDG, and rock this on the front. That's all you get is the Stussy and CDG. Love the super subtle front hit. Yep, not too much going on. But on the back, you do have the Surfman graphic with the Stussy. Super clean, not too much going on tee, and really one of my favorites because of the, the brands collaborated. And yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to see the little CDG on the surfer right there. But yeah, super clean, kind of basic tee, not too much going on with that one. All right, for another vintage tee, and this is definitely one of my favorite fitting, favorite graphics, favorite feeling tees, and that's definitely why I'm showing it today. I'm pretty sure this was from like the 80s, 70s, or 80s. And it says it's a black thing, you wouldn't understand. But then there's the M and the me, or the M in the middle with all of the figures. You have Marcus, Malcolm, Martin, Marley, Mandela, and me. Yeah, just a super clean Black History tee. You can tell by the colors, the red, the black, the green, if nothing on the back. But yeah, this tee is super thin. It's got its stains, it's kind of beat up, it got its rips. It is single stitch, does not have a tag, which kind of sucks. I would love to know what blank this is. But yeah, this tee, it fits super well. It's super thin, so it's a great tee for the summer. It's a great tee for layering. All those things on top of the great graphic. Yeah, shout out to Black History. You know what I'm saying? Black History is American history. So definitely when I seen this, I'm pretty sure I thrifted this tee. When I seen it, definitely had to grab it. The last, I guess, kind of technically vintage tee is also my most recent tee I picked up, which you might have seen in another video. This Harley Davidson tee. The fade on this, crazy. The graphic, front and back graphic, super clean. It is single stitch, but you know, like the paint splatters, the fading, the really good graphic. If you can see it. 10 years ago, our fathers brought forth to this nation, and then you see the good Harley Davidson. And on the back, why it speaks to me, it has the good Indiana graphic. It does say Muncie, Indiana, which I'm not from Muncie, but I am from Indiana, which, you know, it's good enough for me. But yeah, super clean graphic. You know, the paint splatters, the fading, everything. And again, this tee on top of, you know, the fading, the graphic, all of that, super well fitting. It fits me perfectly. Just how I like my tees. Again, only thing is this tag was ripped out. I kind of hate when that happens, but you know, it is what it is. It's not gonna stop me from buying a tee that I really like. Sucks, it's unfortunate, but it's not the end all be all. Got 2 more tees, and I'm kind of like, don't know which one to show. Gonna go with this tee. Seen this before. Definitely one of my favorite tees. Top 3, not 3. And this hasn't been in any particular order, but I feel like the last 2 are definitely my favorite 2. But this is a Comme des Garçons Beatles and Beatles shirt. You see the Beatles Comme des Garçons graphic right there. And it is like a white tank top stitched over a gray t-shirt, which is definitely some comb shit. With the big apple graphic to go with the Beatles. You know, you see the tag, Beatles and comb, made in Japan. Nothing on the back, just, you know, plain gray back. This is just a super clean tee. Love wearing it. Fits super nice. It's on the smaller side, which, you know, most comb is. But yeah, super different. Don't have anything like this. Love the Beatles, love comb. When I saw this, definitely had to grab it. Don't wear it too much, because this is like one of those things where it's like, I low-key don't want to ruin it. I just know just any time something can spill, a rip, a tear, anything like that. I try not to let that cloud my judgment and keep me from wearing some of my favorite things, but I can't lie, it does get me like that sometimes. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite fashion items in general. Beatles and comb tee. And last but not least, I'm not sure if this is number 1, but it low-key might be. I think I've only worn this shirt once, and I'm not even sure if I left the house. I think I just, you know, wore it, took some pictures, took it off. I don't know if I've ever worn it again, but this is the Stussy and Rick Owens tee. Definitely remember when these came out with the Virgil and the June tuck. I wanted all the tees low-key, but this was definitely the number 1. And once I got this, I feel like I was kind of fulfilled, and it wasn't even like I stopped looking. It's like I kind of just didn't see any of the other ones like listed. I guess people kind of got these and wanted to keep them. But if I ever see the Virgil one, definitely gonna cop. But yeah, Stussy, it's like the Stussy tour tees with some Rick graphic on it and on the back. Super clean. Again, it's basically dead stock. 2 of my favorite brands, just like CDG and Stussy, just 2 of my favorite brands. And this is actually a super clean graphic. The other tee was more the plain basic side. This one actually has a super clean graphic. But yeah, those are my top 5 tees. Might have been like 6 in there, but you know, you gotta throw in at least 1 extra. But that's it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm about to record it literally right after this one. So yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Skid, I'm out.